So one of the things that I was worried about when I became a runner was trying to identify myself as a runner. I did suffer from imposter syndrome because when you're not logging as many miles as other people or you're not running as fast as other people, you sort of feel like an imposter. And that's a real mental barrier that's hard to break. There are physical barriers where you're kind of worried about injury. I know that when I first started running, um, I had poor choice in footwear. I didn't really understand my foot strike, and so I kind of chose the wrong shoes, and that led to running specific injuries. I had plantar fasciitis a number of times, um, but it's one of those things that after you start running and you become more involved in the running community and the sport of running, you're able to help mitigate some of those physical barriers, but the mental barriers are probably the hardest to get over. I had coworkers that would say, "Oh, I went for a run last night, 6 miles before dinner." And I remember sitting there and thinking to myself, I wish that was me. I wish I could run 6 miles in an evening and make it seem like no big thing. Fast forward to today, and 6 miles for me is just a regular training run. It's not really considered a long run for me anymore. Um, to go out and to do 6 miles is nothing. And I realized that I have achieved that sort of level of fitness, but it's taken me so long. And that's probably one of the things that I would like to share with anyone who is starting a running program is don't get hung up on the mileage. Focus on time on your feet. If all you can do is 30 minutes outside, walking, jogging, kind of running, that counts. It's going to take years to build up to the point where 6 miles is nothing or, X amount of miles is nothing. And that's probably the hardest thing about being a runner is overcoming those mental barriers. And imposter syndrome is very real. And, even as a runner today, I struggle to consider myself even a seasoned runner. I consider myself to be recreational. I run almost every day. I run anywhere between 4 to 6 miles a day and reserve long runs for Sundays, Saturday, Sunday, whatever the weekend has in store for me. I usually try to do something double digits. But even then, I've gone through dozens of running shoes. And even then, I still kind of struggle with being an imposter because I don't look like a runner. At least in my head, I don't think that I look like your average runner.